On the mound from your starter there from Wyatt, and great
no
6
doubt.
innings.
Yeah, I thought we got 3 good starts this weekend. That was dominant against. We saw a really good offense. I mean, we saw what they did the first 2 games of this series, especially yesterday. And man, Wyatt was in attack mode from the start. And then George did a nice job back there. We just had good rhythm from the mound and our catcher.
With Wyatt, was there any concern? Okay, let's see what he's like once he starts to hit the pitch counts that he was at last year.
I mean, you're always transitioning, from bullpen to a starter. Coach Williams, I mean, this was something they discussed last summer, preparing him to be a starter. And give Wyatt credit, he won it. I mean, he went out and earned it in the fall and in the spring. And you're happy for a kid. Yeah, obviously he's our team captain. He's a senior. He's well respected and liked. But like a lot of kids, man, it was a tough career for him. He had to fight injuries. It took a while for him to get healthy. Then working your way back, you gotta do it through the bullpen and that lifestyle, which is not easy. And he was so valuable for us last year. So you're really happy for him taking that next step up and showing, hey, I can be a weekend starter.
And right out of the gate, you guys kind of showed the speed and how much of an impact that can play right there in the first inning.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to say it. I think Alex and Lucas are the best 1-2 combination in the country. Now, doesn't mean they're always going to be on like they were today, but when they are on, our offense is very scary, and those 2 were on from the get-go.
Both Wyatt needed a visit from Roger to start, and so did Brandon Shannon. Do you know what was the message that Roger Williams went out there to say both those allow those guys kind of settle in?
Yeah, it just for Shannon, there was a lot of firsts, right, when the season starts, and so for Zane Stahl, for Cohen Everard, for guys that really had their first outing in college baseball, I'm sure it's just take a deep breath and settle down. And we got to see a lot of good things. I mean, we really did. They took it to us on Saturday, and we took it to them today. And, good teams have to win the one-run game, especially at home, and we didn't do that on Friday. So nothing we can do about that now. But maybe we can steal a game somewhere along the way.
While it was a series loss, how many positives can you take away from this, especially with the decisive win today?
Yeah, you have to. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of positives that came out of the weekend, and, we're one swing away from, I guess, call it winning this series. It just didn't happen, and that's a good team. They earned it. So it was a good weekend for them. And but, I think we started 5 guys in the outfield. We started 2 guys behind the plate. We played 3 catchers. So in the absence of Zion Rose, what we need to do, we need to see what we got. We need to give these guys experience. And yeah, hopefully when he comes back, we're a better team for him.
You hoping that's on Tuesday? Or?
Nah, I don't, I don't think it is Tuesday. When we made the decision to not play him at the start of the season, it was to take advantage of the week before the season started and a couple weeks into the season. So when you can put together, whether that's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, we don't know yet, but just felt like this is the time of the year to do it. So, I think we'll get another opinion. We'll find out some more news this week.
You talk a lot about like guys making that like sophomore leap, and you come in at the end of the game with Aaron England, and he looked like he had some really good stuff.
Yeah, I got to give a shout out to Evan Webster. As I told Aaron when we gave him the ball, hey, this is the world that Evan Webster lived in early in his career, and enjoy that, learn from it. He did what a couple guys didn't do this weekend, get the first guy. You got to get the first guy. Gosh forbid, especially when the bases are loaded. Sometimes guys come out there with a runner on first, or they think they have time. No, you got to get the first guy. And Aaron did that with the chopper to first, and we only gave up the 1 run in that inning. So really good for him. And then the run back out there, and that's another really talented left-handed pitcher. So shout out to Evan Webster and how great he was for us. As you saw Wyatt make the jump, Aaron England, again, has a chance to be a great pitcher in our program, and he's trending in the right way as we saw several sophomores this weekend.
Not sure what Xavier's doing today, but strong start for them. Your thoughts on another tough game on Tuesday?
Yeah, we got a lot of respect for them. I mean, that is a really good Big East program. You know, they're on the doorstep, if not in the NCAA every year. They seem to be a program they play anybody, anywhere, anytime. So they come down here every year. You got to earn it. And I'd like to think we're going to come out, have our best practice of the year, try on Monday, and get ready to play a really good opponent on Tuesday. And 60-plus degree weather, hey, we'll take it in February.
What does it say about the depth of the outfield that even without Zion, you saw good things from Griff, Campbell, Jax, Slanker had a good weekend, and Lucas did Lucas things?
Yeah, I tell our outfield, I think we have the best outfield in the country. That's no disrespect to anybody else, but you know, we got multiple outfielders and they can all play all three spots. So that was the goal with Zion not being able to go this weekend, was let's get Crane out there, let's get Campbell out there. And Jax is just, you see the talent in Jax, and he's just versatile. And so, you know, where can we get him on the field? We got him playing a little bit of first base behind Tague right now. We got him at third base behind Byram. We were able to run him out in left field for a few innings. So again, this time of the year, we got to give these guys opportunities. We got to play them. It's not all going to go perfect. You know, not every pitcher's going to run out of the bullpen. It's not always going to go smooth, but there was a lot of positives that came through a weekend where, yeah, not our best weekend, but we still did a lot of good things.
Great. Appreciate it.